A huge chunk of ice breaks away from a continental glacier and falls into the ocean, becoming an iceberg. The process of separation is known as calving. Icebergs break off constantly because the glacier slides steadily to the sea. Snowfall makes up for most of the lost ice.
Iceberg guys, probably what I'll do is I'll explain even before we get out here. These icebergs, from the time they break off in North Greenland, and they do the Baffin Sea and the Baffin Islands and the Bering Strait, and they come south until they get into Labrador Current here, and then they pass along as what we know here as Iceberg Alley. That process takes between 4 to 6 years. So those icebergs you're going to see here today broke off of the glaciers 4 to 6 years ago. The ice itself, scientists tell us, is between 12 and 15,000 years old. 90% of the ice mass is underneath the water, and there's no more purified water to drink than that. A little bit in a glass of spirit, rum or water or something like that, will last about 4 times longer than regular ice because it's so compact. You'll notice there's going to be some very pretty blue stripes in it, which you'll see this. I mean, you can't appreciate this from the land like you will from the boat. At one point in time, scientists tell us that it was crevasses, and where the iceberg melted, filled with water, and then it froze. So the bottom line is that what they say, it's very, very new ice compared to.